This is the house that Kamurai built. Time to get started. Hey everybody, welcome to the house that Kamurai built. I'm Kamurai, and today we're going to try to go on an adventure. Let's go! So I'm by Africa, outside my apartment area, and I swear to God, right there, I'll zoom in so you know what I'm talking about, I saw a friggin' puma. He was kind of, or she or whoever was kind of bedding down in that grass there. I couldn't tell if it was to pick up and run or if it was them trying to hide, but I just saw it, and at first it looked like a big dog, and it wasn't a dog. It was a cat. It had a long sweeping tail with like a little bit of dark at the end, and though it was kind of, I want to say like a dirty Labrador color, it was not the dog I've seen bring her puppies over to eat the cat food on my porch. It was definitely a large cat, about the size of a dog, and that means that it was most likely a puma. Now, I'm going to turn the camera back around here. You can see there's no fence there. Not until you get to like up here. Yeah, right here. This is where the fence starts. Not that it's really going to stop a friggin' puma, but I would love actual confirmation. I know for a fact there's kids that walk through that field all the time. And everything I've read up on pumas say that they're not going to bother you too much. They're going to try to get away from you, and if they're aggressive, it's because you're messing with their stuff, like you're on top of their kitten or something. Cub. That's what you say when a big cat. But I really want to get into that field and see what's going on, but I don't think I can do it with the camera in hand, so give me just a second. So I found a slightly easier way. I gotta go around some things, but figured it'd be safer. Yeah, because what I'm doing is safe, yeah. But I figured if anything happens, I should have the camera on. And see cats run through here all the time. There's a bunch of prints there. So we can get around here. I don't know if anyone here is a wildlife expert, but large prints, smaller prints, they look like cat prints. They could be dog prints. It's sand, so who knows? I more or less just kind of want to see what was over here. It looks like a runoff bed, and it's not a short drop there per se. Oh, and there are thorns. This is actually kind of cool out here. This is the kind of crap I used to do when I was a kid, is wander through wilderness type stuff. And I've done it as an adult as well, but usually after salamanders, which involves much different climates. But yeah, this is kind of neat up here. I'd be totally expecting to see like groundhogs or prairie dogs or something. I feel like I'm looking for Bigfoot. You see there's like a little neighborhood house over there or something. So I'm going to try to get some high ground. Wow, this would be a really cool study project for like erosion. You can see more prints here. Big ones and small ones. So it's either that cats and dogs and pretty much everything anyways use this. Or that like it's like a mama puma and some cubs, but this is gonna make like a great video, probably not the smartest video I've ever done. I think in future I should come out better equipped, but this is kind of cool to see why all these idiots walk past my apartment, because I can definitely see this being a good way to get around. And we're really just going to walk to the top of this hill. I am not going through all this friggin' brush. I've been poked and stabbed enough just walking up this path. We'll probably do a couple jump cuts or something just to move this along. See, and I did not expect there to be like a whole clearing up here. Obviously, nothing was being noisy up here before me. All those birds were here. Still a bunch of birds. But this is running under the power line, so I would expect that there'd be some kind of clearing. I just didn't expect it to be this flat. I can make an entire video series of just exploring this space between civilizations. I know we have an overabundance of deer in the area too. A lot more over by where I work, but I'm sure there's some around this way as well. But that's kind of cool to see the neighborhood and the brush, and I'm sure if there was really anything big moving around that brush, you'd see the stalks moving. At least a lot more than the wind's blowing them. I can't imagine if there was a puma around here, it would hang around all too crazy long. Look at these briars and stuff here. Somebody had some good planning when they made this to try to keep people from messing with it. See if I can get a decent shot over it. I really hope those dogs are barking at me. Oh wow, if you listen closely, I don't know if it'll come up on camera with the dogs barking, but you can actually hear the power lines going. That's really neat actually, that you can actually hear the power lines. Maybe that's why you're not supposed to live under them? Or it makes you retarded? That's a story I used to hear, but never really knew. I bet this is really pretty in the spring. Yeah, so next week, maybe that'll be our goal. So I'll come back up here and we'll do like a jogging film or something. We'll explore up that way. Can't go too far. So we'll just have to see how that goes, if actually up to that or whatever. I got a bunch of stuff to get done this weekend. I got a shirt button to sew. I've got holster to solder. As weird as that sounds, I'm going to be soldering some plastic, which is fun because you kind of melt in shape to where you need it to be. Cross on your eyes there. Really thought I heard something there. Plus me tripping over my own feet. No, I definitely heard something that time. Yeah, really hoping that's a bird. I really want a, not an infrared, but a thermal camera for instances just like this, so I can see the monsters in the dark even if they can't see me, or even if they can, whatever makes more sense. But they're expensive. I might as well get a what's it called, 3D printer and scanner if I'm going to bother to spend over $1,000 on a piece of tech. But again, I need glorious purpose for either in tracking down whether or not there might be a puma sighting in the dark when it would be awake and active and crazy. Not the best idea. This, honestly, I didn't think much of. It's daylight still, it's getting towards evening, but I would think any big cat that happened to be around would just kind of be moseying around or something. But next time I think some kind of arms would be more appropriate. But now I got a kind of a better idea of the layout, so that's pretty good. Real quick, just because I think it's funny, I've got this camera on a little handy stand, and I've actually got it hooked up and screwed up underneath it so that I'm just holding it kind of like a pistol. I think a smarter puma would actually be more confused, or a dumb puma wouldn't even care. It'd be like, monkey has thing, or non-cat has thing. It's fun to try to think like an animal, because especially cats, they say they tend to think of you as one of them. You're just like a hairless, funny looking cat. So like I think some big cats are smarter. For the record, that is not small cat waste. It might be dog waste. It's kind of odd. It's kind of an odd place for it, though. So no idea if that was entertaining or not, but it was a fun little adventure. I'm willing to do it again next week and see what more we can explore. For now, I've got kind of a long weekend of just getting shit caught up and fixed, and so hopefully the videos won't be too short and rushed, but I'm going to try to get done by Sunday, except for maybe We Are Movie Club, so I try to wait till the next video is announced for that one, and we'll figure it out. I think that's it for me. I'm Kamurai. If you don't like me, bite me. If you want to see anything else we're up to, go ahead and click the annotations, and they'll take you to our other channels.